Hello and welcome to CUB Christians United Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Troy. This is Troy's News and Review, coming to you live from www.cubnlive.com. Losing my voice. Amen to that. And keep going, keeping it strong. Alright, this news is going to be kind of weird. This is going to be a little flip-flop, but you're ready. Navy mandates all sailors go through transgender behavior training. What? That's kind of crazy, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. A U.S. Navy FA-18 launches from the USS Carl Vinson in this undated handout picture released in November. Okay. Led airstrikes. U.S. airstrike. This is in okay. That's something else. The United States Navy will require all sailors to undergo training on the service new transgender policies being put in place as a result of the Pentagon lifting a ban on transgender service members openly serving in June. According to military.com, an all-Navy message was sent out last Tuesday by Chief of Naval Personnel Vice ADM Robert Burek's message explained the new three-pronged training approaches will prepare not only senior Navy leaders but also rank and file sailors for when the service begins accepting transgender recruits on July 1st, 2017. This training will emphasize policies and expectations of personal behaviors. The message states, according to Lieutenant Jessica Anderson, a spokesperson for Naval Personnel Command, who spoke with military.com, all sailors will undergo the training by July 1st, 2017. Starting in November, the Navy will send around mobile training teams that consist of subject experts and Navy fleet representatives who will brief executive officers, command master chiefs, and commanding officers on the policy. Military.com reports that those briefings will also be open to other command designated representatives who will take on a role training tenant commands on the transgender policy. Each unit will be mailed DVDs discussing God. It's just funny. It's so funny to read this thing. They give them DVD discussing guides and a Department of Defense guide that will explain the new policy. I would love to get my hands on that. After the mobile training teams visit, a webinar will be made available to help answer any unanswered questions that leaders might have before that training of the fleet begins. I mean, it's like a laughable thing, and people just, I don't know what to say. It's the Navy, you know, it's ridiculous. Service members are expected to maintain standards of conduct and treat each other with dignity and respect, Anderson said. Training for sailors will be conducted by command triads via mobile training teams or DVD with a facilitation guide in the unit is in a remote area and unable to receive face-to-face training. I tell you what's going to happen. They're going to bust all these legal stuff for these transgenders, and the people are not going to like it. And then it's going to get to the point where if they're making this legal, then we're not going to have anybody in the military. I mean, the people are gonna fight it, and then we're gonna have lower amount of people in the military. I mean, because a lot of people join the military for free housing, free food, free everything. It's an easy way out. So now that you got transgenders when they get in there, they're gonna all pile up in there because it's like a free everything. So now they got the ability to be free, and then when they get everything free, the men in there not gonna like that idea, so they're gonna try to fight it, and it's gonna be a massacre and stuff, and the legal system's gonna get involved, and a lot of officers are gonna get fired, a lot of military people are gonna get out of there, and then everybody's just gonna get booted out, and you're just gonna have a bunch of transgender people in there, and it's gonna be crazy. Travis Weber, who served 4 years in the Navy as a pilot before leaving in 2005, and is now the director of the Family Research Council Center for Religious Liberty, told the Christian Post on Monday that the Navy's plan to force all sailors to undergo training on the service's transgender policy could create some religious freedom complications. Well, it will. Definitely. I didn't think it is going to blow over, Webb said. I think we are going to see the consequences of this playing out through increased discord in the military due to forcing people who cannot in good conscience go along with being told what they need to believe in. This training sessions, and you are going to see people refuse to sign up for the military or refuse to re-enlist. They are going to choose to get out instead of staying in. We will see long-term consequences that will be quite severe. That's exactly what I had just mentioned. Seriously, because it's going to get to a point, people, that the military will be taking over and we just can't do nothing about it. I mean, it's already getting to that point that we are basically fighting this with everything that we have. You know, they're legalizing things that they don't normally legalize, and you wonder why. They're putting in laws in certain situations where it would never be okayed, but it's being okayed. It's like the people have no say in anything. The people have no say. It's basically what the government wants, and that's it. Stamp it, done. The people say no, but it still gets done. I don't understand what that is. And if you don't agree with it, you have to pay a fine. And the reason why they do this is because they know for a fact that you're going to pay the fine. They know that you're going to have to pay the fine, and they know they're going to make money off of that. So that is why they do things like this. It's a no-brainer, people. Come on. They think we're a bunch of idiots over here. Like I said, the kids need a job, and then all in the political world, they have to get their kids to work. So what they do is develop laws, and they smart. They go down, they write down a piece of paper stating that these laws will actually make a difference. And then they create these laws, and then what these laws does, it creates a job for their kids. Not only that, it gets into a situation where these laws will be broken, and they know for a fact it will be broken because nobody will go with these laws. But since it's a law, you get fined, and that fine is the money in the pocket of the kids. So that's how they create it. I hope when Trump gets into office, he's gonna situate these things and get rid of all these stupid things that's going on. They think we're stupid, people. Wake up. Jesus' name.